Well, grand risings, everyone. How are you guys doing? It is great to be here this morning. And do I ever have a good teaching for you guys? So take a breath with me this morning. And hold it. And let it go. Just let those shoulders and the jaw relax. Just say, I'm here and I'm safe. So yesterday, or which wasn't yesterday for you guys, but the other day we talked about this truth that the field you exist in does not respond to your words. And we talked about the woman who went silent for 30 days, who stopped leaking basically her desires, who stopped, performing her dreams even for others and stop people pleasing, and how the field responded not to her talking, but to her just being. So tonight, or this afternoon, or this morning, whatever time it is that you are watching this, we're going to ask a deeper question. If your frequencies is what the field reads, what happens when you actually start living as that frequency in your body? Your relationships, your money, your calling? How does life change? And when you stop trying to get reality to shift and instead become the field walking in human form, this is where energy stops being nice, just a nice idea, and becomes the way you move tomorrow morning. See, the other day was the insight. This morning is the embodiment. Insight is when you say, I get it. I don't manifest what I want. I manifest what I am. Embodiment is when your calendar, your conversation, your nervous system starts to reflect that knowing. And start to reflect that knowing, you think about this. You can understand the law of gravity and still walk off a cliff, right? Understanding doesn't protect you, alignment does. In the same way, you can understand frequencies, manifestations, the quantum field, and still live as if you are powerless and separate. So ask yourself honestly, where did I go right back into the old frequency? After that teaching, where did I go? Where did I still perform? Where did I still narrate lack? Where did I still choose the role of victim? Not to shame yourself. You don't want to shame yourself, but to see clearly where the insight has not yet become embodiment. Because the moment you see it, you have choice. Let's start with relationships, because nothing reveals frequencies like the people around you. God, when your frequency shifts, your relationships cannot stay the same. And some will deepen, and some will stretch, and some will stay, will fall away. Not because you cut them off to be spiritual, but because resonance changes and frequency law is simple. What you stabilized as either entrains others into the state of becoming compatible or with their current state. So when you move from chaos to peace, people pleasing to boundaries, performance to authenticity, you'll notice something. Certain people feel triggered by your calm, and some accuse you of changing or thinking you're better. Others quietly shift away because your new frequencies exposes their old patterns. This is not punishment. This is physics of connection. And if you keep trying to hold on to every old relationship while stepping into a new frequency, you split your signal. You say, to the field, I want alignment, but I'm willing to shrink to keep everyone comfortable. And the field reads that. The form of your life stays half changed, half stuck. So I want you to hear this. When your frequency rises and some relationships fall away, it is not rejection. It is resonance. It is the field reorganizing around who you are becoming. Ask yourself, who do I keep chasing, convincing, complaining myself to? Where do I keep lowering my frequencies to avoid being alone? Because every time you do, I prefer company over truth. And that choice has a form, it shapes the life you wake up to. Now let's talk about money and work. It is a condensed agreement. It is the materialized relationship and worth. And if your deep frequency is, I'm not safe, I'm not worthy of being supported, I always have to struggle, then even if opportunities come, you will either undercharge, overgive, self-sabotage, or choose situations that match your inner story. You might say, I want abundance, but your nervous system is wired for survival mode. So your body is broadcasting danger, while your mouth is saying overflow. Remember, the field doesn't respond to the sentence. It responds to the signal. Living as the field looks like this. You make financial decisions from a grounded present place, not panic. You choose work that matches your values, not just your fear. You stop using hustle to compensate for a lack of frequencies. And you can still work hard, but now it's not frantic survival. It's aligned creation. Ask yourself, where does my body contract when I think of money? Where am I saying yes from fear, not from alignment? Where am I treating myself as the lowest value person in the equation? Because every one of those choices is broadcast, and the form of your finances will echo that signal. See, your body is not separate from your frequencies. It is the hardware of your broadcast. If your nervous system is stuck in fight, always bracing for conflict, flight, always running, busy, distracted, freeze, numb, shut down, then your field reflects that state. Your reality will mirror more things to fight, more things to run from, and more situations that confirm numbness. Living as a field means you stop treating your body like an obstacle and start treating it like an instrument. You ask, what does safety feel like in my body? What does peace feel like in my body? And what does I belong to my own life feel like in my body? Not as an idea, as an actual sensation. And when you breathe, slow down, regulate. You are not being lazy. You are tuning your instrument. And when you set intentions, when you visualize, your body is not rejecting it. It can hold the signal, and it can carry the frequencies long enough to form to respond. So before you demand a new reality, ask yourself, is my body ready to live in it? If not, your first manifestation work is nervous system work. Being the walking temple. Let's talk about leadership, because many of you feel called to guide, teach, heal, create. Now, leadership in the old paradigm is loud, performance, proving. Leadership as the field is quietly coherent, deeply consistent, unbothered by who approves or not. And when you live as the field, you stop trying to convince people. You become a template. A template doesn't argue. It simply exists so clearly that others can feel what's impossible. Think of someone whose presence calms you. The moment they walk into a room, they may not say much, but your nervous system relaxes. That is leadership by frequencies. It's not that they have no pain, no fear, no past. It's that they are not ruled by it. Their field communicates, I am rooted. I am connected. I am not begging for my worth. Living as the field means you hold your center when others project. So you stop chasing people who are not ready to meet you, and you let your example teaching, teach more than your words. And you'll lose some followers. Don't worry. You will confuse some people, but you will magnetize those who are ready for truth, not performance. So ask yourself, am I leading from emptiness, needing applause, or from fullness, sharing overflow? One drains you, the other sustains you. I mean, let's make this very practical. I want you to pick one area right now. Relationships, money, work, body health, calling, leadership. Close your eyes for a moment if you can. And ask yourself, what is the story I've been living here? What do I really believe about myself in this area? And notice any phrases that come up. I'm always left. I never have enough. My body is broken and no one sees me. That is your old frequencies. Don't judge it. Just see it. Where do you feel this story? Tight chest, knotted stomach, heavy shoulders. This is your body broadcasting the old signal. Breathe into that place, in and out, as if you are holding that younger self learned this story. And choose a new frequency. And now ask yourself, if I were living as the field, as the spark of the divine in this area, what would it be true? And maybe it sounds like, I am worthy of mutual honest connection. I am supported and capable of overflow. My body is an ally and can heal step by step. And my voice matters. And I am here to serve, not perform. Don't force it. Pick a sentence that feels like stretch, not fantasy. Now imagine one small scene, that new reality, a conversation where you hold the boundary, a payment you received with calm gratitude, a walk where you feel safe in your body, a moment where you share your truth without shrinking. Let your body feel it. How would you stand? How would you breathe? How would your face soften? And stay there for a few to breathe. You are not just thinking it, you are tuning it. And pick an action. Ask, what is the one small action I can take today that matches this new frequency? Not 10, not just one. A boundary you'll honor. A financial choice that reflects worth. A body practices that feels kind of not punishment. A piece of content or a conversation that comes from truth, not performance. That action turns frequency into form. Take a breath. You are not here to chase the field. You are here to remember that you are woven into it. You are not begging reality to change. You are realizing that reality feels you. And when you change your frequencies, from eventually has to respond. Not always instantly, not always how your ego prefers, but inevitably. So as we close, I want you to carry this sentence with you. I don't chase the field. I am the field walking. Say it within yourself. I am the field walking. Let it change the way you answer messages, spend money, speak to your body, set boundaries, and share your work. You are a walking broadcast station. In part 1, we showed you the signal. And today, we ask you to live it. And tomorrow, when your feet touch the floor, let your life say what your mouth doesn't have to say anymore. This is my frequency now. And my reality will learn this language. Peace and love. See you guys next time.